Hi guys, I've been ill for a while, so I've got feeling better today. So I'm going to do a run of recordings. So you're going to see me in the same t-shirt for quite a few videos. I want to get quite a few pieces of content out today. So for today's video, I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to do a book review of one of the books that I've recently read. If you know me that well, I do consume a lot of self-development books, but mainly on Audible. I've started to take like physical books on the train to read because I'm on the screen most of the day and also listening to sort of learning material during the day as well. So I've started to read some books just to switch up my mind so I can do some reading and not just listen for the whole day. Anyway, so the book I have today is called The Rules to Break by Richard Templar, and this is it here. So this book is about rules that you should maybe not follow or rules you should start to think about. What I'll do first, I will read the summary, then we can go into more deeper detail and discussion about the book itself. So I'm just going to read here. So it says, a personal code for living your way of life. You've been inundated with other people's well-intended rules for a very young age. Whether from teachers, friends or parents, these helpful principles and bits of gracious advice are supposed to help you get on in life. The trouble is, many of these rules are not true, or aren't true, at least not all the time. And yet they have a major influence on your life, whether you realise it or not. How do you sort the gold dust from the sawdust? This book exposes the most common phony rules, explains what's wrong with them, and then offers a refreshing alternative and a new, more reliable way of thinking. You'll master the ability to truly think for yourself so that you can choose your own path rather than blindly follow someone else's. This edition includes a bonus section, The Rules to Follow, which sets out 10 traditional pieces of advice you can count on. And then the sort of summary here says, it's your life, why not live it your way? Okay, so that's the summary from the back of the book. What we'll mention, the most important piece of information here is that the trouble is many of these rules aren't true. So this is something I stumbled upon a extremely long time ago. The rules made in life for everyone else to follow. I quickly realised that the rules that many people are following is not going to allow you to get ahead in life. I'll give you one example. I've already covered it on the YouTube channel. The fact that you should save for your deposit for your home. If you actually think about the process, if you're paying rent and then trying to save for a property, but however the value of that property is actually going up in price faster than you can save. So why would you actually partake in the process of saving? Because you're going to be falling behind because the property value or the price or the deposit amount you need to put into that property, the requirements for it is going up every year, 5%, 10%, 15%. It's going to be nigh on impossible to save fast enough to catch up to the deposit requirements that you need. So my solution for that, as if you watch the video, you'll see the solution. I've done the maths, it works. This is the way to get your property, not to follow someone else's rules, government rules, etc. I actually know of a second book. I'll say book, I actually listened to this one on Audible. I have like maybe 300 plus books on Audible. I'm listening to Audible most of the time when I'm walking around or while I'm working. So this book is called The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. This book is of a similar nature. It talks about B rules. The B stands for bullshit. So it talks about bullshit rules, rules you should not follow, rules that have been put on you by society, rules that can be keeping you behind from progressing. So although I've just recently read this book, Rules to Break by Richard Templar, I would recommend to grab the Code of the Extraordinary Mind and come back to this Richard Templar's book thereafter. I believe the Code of an Extraordinary Mind has a bigger impact, possibly easier to follow and understand in terms of understanding which rules are not working for you. and then come back to the rules to break thereafter. Okay, so that's just been a quick book review. I will probably do some more. I'm reading another book, but this is on sales and marketing, not necessarily mindset, but to help me with my YouTube channel. But every book I read, I will do a book review. Then I may come back to some Audible books. I may have to re-listen to them. Then I'll also provide some feedback for you. If you found this review helpful, if you'd like to know the books that I'm listening to or reading, I can also drop a list for you. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, thank you.